Hi, I'm Tavis Smiley.
And I'm Compton Mayor Emma Sharif.
You have no doubt been hearing promos and expert conversations on our various weekday shows and downloading details at KBLA1580.com about our climate justice campaign, which is now in full effect.
The city of Compton is pleased to partner with KBLA Talk 1580 to celebrate Earth Day 2024 as we serve, share, and help our city shine.
And KBLA Talk 1580 is just as excited to join the city of Compton as we broadcast live and bring our KBLA delegation with us to help clean and beautify our community, and you are invited to join us.
Come meet us on Saturday, April the 20th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at 212 West Cypress Street in Compton as we fan out to clean up our city.
The first 50 KBLA listeners to hit our website at KBLA1580.com will receive a free KBLA tee when you join us on Saturday morning, April 20th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at 212 West Cypress Street in Compton. Now, no show, no shirt, but sign up at KBLA1580.com right now to help us clean up Compton as part of Earth Day 2024.
We will see you on Saturday, April the 20th, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at 212 West Cypress Street in the city of Compton to do our part for Earth Day 2024.
We are KBLA Talk 1580, caring about the climate, caring about the community, cleaning up Compton.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
So I was just scrolling through YouTube, and one of my favorite battle rappers, Misfit, she has a YouTube channel, and I ran across this interview with a battle rap couple. Well, I'm sorry, the young man is a battle rapper, and I don't think his girlfriend is. I'm not very familiar with either of them. Actually, I just know his name, Math Hoffa, because I mainly follow the ladies of battle rap. But I came across this interview and I went on and listened, and I thought they gave some excellent advice on how to sustain as couples, especially in this day and age. So I'll let you guys take a listen here.
There's one piece of advice that you would give any relationship. What piece of advice would that be, and how does it contribute to the overall progress of their relationship?
Can I answer it? You know the answer? I know the answer.
Well, let's see if we got the same answer.
No secrets.
No secrets and communication.
No secrets.
So what kind of damage can secrets actually have an effect on relationships?
When you say that you love somebody and you start hiding things from them, it puts a damper in what you believe love is supposed to be.
Right.
And that love can't be 100% if you inside feel like you're withholding things that would reflect it. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like I could say I love my job, but if I'm not working hard, then it's gonna reflect in my work. Leave with emotions.
Yo, I 100% agree with him. Listen, I've destroyed relationships by not being truthful. This is why tonight's topic is in the integrity spectrum. Whatever wounds, whatever I haven't dealt with, whatever is wrong with me, whatever healing I needed to do, if I didn't do it, it would manifest in the relationship. I'm here to tell y'all, we're exploring the continuum of human excellence, and I'm telling y'all, the excellence that we have is on a continuum. It's on a scale. Some of us are more truthful than others. Some of us are more communicative than others. Some of us are more empathetic than others. Some of us are more collaborative than others. I'm talking about the thing that makes human beings excellent. It's not just what we can do, it's actually who we are and how we process through our challenges. We live in a society that makes relationships about end results, outcomes, right? But if we're with somebody who is, yeah, those are some good words, but your actions don't line up with your words, are you dating my actions? Are you dating my behaviors? This is why I said earlier in the show when the lady was like, you got to be honest, you got to be truthful, you got to be transparent. Listen, people can be what you tell them to be. They can actually execute what you're asking them to do. But the question becomes, do they want to do it? How many people are forced to tell the truth in a relationship? Let me go even bigger. How many people are forced to be their truth in a relationship? The integrity spectrum. Exploring the continuum of human excellence. That's what we on tonight. We got callers from all over the country. Let's get them in here. One of my favorites is on the line right now. You already know Texas is in the house big time. We got actually Austin, Dallas, and Houston in the building right now. Reggie, Austin, Texas, get in here.
What's up, man? The integrity spectrum is really powerful to me because it asks questions that only you can answer.
Keep going.
Not just the words that are used for the question, but it goes to like the emotion of the question. Like why do you always blow everything out of proportion? Use hyperbole, where it's not an out-face, a bold-faced lie or whatever, but it's a small lie where you exaggerate everything or you minimize everything to make yourself look better. Like why do you lie to yourself even on a small scale? And only you can answer that question. Like I mean, you spoke about the mask. All right, why are you wearing this mask in this relationship? What are you trying to protect? And the only times I've lied is because I want to protect an image and because I've been afraid of something. Like that's the only reason I've ever lied about anything. And so what relationship are you in that causes you to be fearful? The relationship with other people and the relationship with yourself. Like what are you afraid of in yourself that causes you to lie to yourself or causes you to lie to other people? Those are things that only you can answer. And when you finally get the courage to answer that question, things change.
Hey, Reggie.
And then on the other,
Reggie,
yeah.
Ask me that question.
Why do you lie? Even on a small scale to yourself or to others.
Fear of abandonment. That's why I've lied in relationship. Fear of abandonment.
So if you're afraid of abandonment, how are you ever alone, really? If God is always with you, how are you ever alone?
But it's hard because you can't hug God.
That's real.
It's hard because somebody can't look at me or God can't look at me directly and say, I got you. I love you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And so when you find something that you think is going to do that for you and you might feel it slipping away or you might feel like you've made a mistake, I've lied in those instances. I have lied before. And that's my attachment style. This is why it's a spectrum. Do I want to lie?
Right.
No. But if I haven't developed the tools to heal, right? If I haven't developed the tools to be able to say, bro, tell the truth and live with whatever happens.
Yeah.
It's okay. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe your honesty and your transparency will bolster the attraction between you two.
That's right.
But if I lack the confidence to do that, do you see? That's where the healing comes in. Go ahead. I just wanted to put myself out there because so many people refuse to do that. Because this whole show, and I'm gonna give it back to you, Reggie. This whole show, right? the integrity spectrum. I'm saying all of our highest qualities, right? All of our highest qualities are on a spectrum. So none of us are in a position to judge. What makes one person think because I'm doing okay and I'm fairly happy and things are kind of cool with me and I'm doing things I want to do and I'm being loved the way I want, what makes them think they got time to sit down and judge? Talk to me.
That's real. The reality is also, if we are works in progress on some level, then we aren't in a position to judge anyone. I mean, nobody's in a position to judge because we're all works in progress. We always move at our own point. So I get that. I think for me, I have to keep telling myself what you just said, that we're all works, and that there's no reason to judge. I have to keep telling myself that, so I won't lie. So I won't stretch the truth. So I won't do things that put me into some type of spectrum that's not true.
Reggie,
you know?
Ask me another question. Ask me another question.
All right.
Ask me something.
All right. Why do you always put yourself or tell yourself stories where you are the wise one, where you are the victor, where you are the victim, but never the villain?
Do I do that? I'm always.
I'm asking you.
No.
I mean,
I think my problem is I think I take on more responsibility than I actually am responsible for. I will go all the way to the extreme and says this whole thing is my fault. That's what I tend to do. You guys have heard me say this on the show 100 times. I'll be like, I created this situation. It was me who didn't communicate. It was me who didn't acknowledge. I tend to take the villain role. Ask me this question. Here's a better one. Ask me this question.
Okay.
When did I stop treating women so poorly?
I wonder when you stopped treating women so poor. Yeah. What started that? Like, what's the beginning of that?
In 1999, my daughter was born. And growing up, watching her grow, did something to my heart. Because before, I was 100% unhealed. So I wanted closeness, but I didn't trust it. My closest relationship was with my foster mother. That's where I got love from. My mother had her own mental situations, her own mental illnesses. She didn't love. She was very unempathetic. Do you understand? When my daughter was born in 99, she came out of that thing with not a speck on her. The doctors didn't even have to clean her. She came out clean, and I was the first person to hold her. They gave her to me. It looked like she had lip gloss on. I said, damn. Lord have mercy. If you know my daughter, some of you may, if you know my daughter tells me all the time, I am your mother. She said, I came back and I got lessons for you. I'm your mother. My daughter pulls my coattail. My daughter has stood up to me in my most toxic moments when my son wouldn't. My son was like, I don't want no part of him. My daughter got right up. Hey, no. No, sir. Do you understand? My true healing came when my daughter tore my mask off. Do you understand?
How did you know beyond a shadow of a doubt you were healed?
I didn't say I was healed.
Totally healed.
I didn't say I was healed. Okay. No, that healing is still happening. Healing is still happening, brother.
I guess can you draw some type of spectrum to say, okay, I'm not where I was, but I'm so far along? Like, can you see that you are definitely better today than you were then?
I am way better than I was then. I am so much better now. My daughter still be on my head. She 24 years old. She be like, sir, let me talk to you. That's the only one. I had a woman tell me, can't nobody check you. I said, it ain't your job to check me. Who you think you are to check me? I said, you better put some honey on that. You can pull me to the side, but you better put some honey on it. Who you talking to? Do you understand? My daughter, Dad, I ain't playing with you. I got the keys to your house. I will be there shortly. My daughter different. I will come right up in there. Again, she taught me to listen. She taught me to listen to her mother. She stood right up and said, you trying not to listen. You trying not to hear what she got to say.
Jesus.
Do you understand?
That's beautiful, man.
And I allowed that to happen. And through that cathartic experience of parenting and loving on her and giving her space to say what she needs to say, I empowered her, and she in turn empowered me to be a better listener, to be more considerate, to be more compassionate. Now, am I 100% healthy and whole? Hell no. But I'm 10,000 times better than I was before because of that little girl.
Yeah. Thank God for your daughter, man. That's real.
Hey, you better believe it. Hey,
yeah, man.
Reggie, guess what you just did, brother?
Brought Austin in the building.
Austin, Texas is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We on fire tonight.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles is a nonprofit law firm that protects and advances the rights of the most underserved, leveling the playing field and ensuring that everyone can have access to the justice system. Every year, LAFLA provides free, high-quality legal services to more than 100,000 people living in poverty across greater Los Angeles. Their unique combination of neighborhood offices, self-help centers at courthouses, and domestic violence clinics puts Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles on the front lines in vulnerable communities and at the forefront of change. LAFLA's expert team of attorneys, paralegals, and support staff works to provide direct representation, offer counsel and advice, provide referrals, and educate the community about their legal rights through workshops and seminars. With locations all over LA, you can access their services or volunteer to help no matter where you live. And if you have an urgent issue, call 213-235-0060. That's 213-235-0060. To get legal help, make a donation, or volunteer, visit LAFLA.org. LAFLA.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Gabby.
Hey, Gabby. It's Jennifer Coolidge. Hi. I'm so glad I reached you at 2 a.m.
Oh, of course. Anyone with a Discover card can call and talk to a real person 24/7. Now, how can I help?
Yeah, I used my Discover card to buy these yellow pleather pajamas, and I'm just not sure I'm pulling them off.
24/7 U.S.-based customer service. It pays to Discover. Limitations apply. Learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right.
Y'all gotta try that Febreze car.
Just right, just right, just right. Yeah. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistency, all over Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face when it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah. Breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
Let me buy you a drink.
Spilled your drink? Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up spills quicker. And each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading ordinary brand. So you can get back to your night. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
You want some more? It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Whoa, whoa, yeah. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, baby. I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down, baby. We took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town. Baby, where did these be at when they say they doing all this and all that? Tired of beefing you bums, you can't even pay me enough to react. Been waking up in the crib and sometimes I don't even know where I'm at. Please don't pay that songs in this party, I can't even listen to that. Anytime that I run into somebody, it must be a victory lap. Hey, shawty come sit on my lap. Hey, they saying Drizzy just snap. This in between us is not like a store, this isn't a closable gap. Hey, I see some attack and don't end up making it back. I know that they at the crib going crazy down bad. What they had didn't last, damn baby. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, baby. I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down, baby. We took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town, baby. Where did these be at when they say they doing all this and all that? I'm in the trenches, relax. Can you not pet that little boy in the club? Cause we do not listen to rap.
Well, hello there and welcome to this episode of The Terry Cole Show that I want to start with a question. Have you ever been in a situation where you're in pain, you're upset about something, and the person who is supposedly trying to make you feel better says, well, at least it's not this. Listen, it could be worse. Anybody? Or maybe you're the person who is saying that to others. This is an example, different examples of emotional invalidation. So that is exactly what I'm going to be talking about in today's episode, because so much of the time we are the offenders in doing this. And even if your heart is in the right place, it's painful to other people for us to do that. So before we get started, if you happen to be new to this YouTube channel, please introduce yourself in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever we roll out new videos to help you up-level your joy and lessen your pain in life. That's what we do on this channel. If you don't know me, my name is Terry Cole. I'm a licensed psychotherapist, a relationship expert, and the author of Boundary Boss, which you can get at boundarybossbook.com. All right, I want to say thank you so much before we even get into today's episode for all of your questions and your comments. You know, I love it and I appreciate you and I love to highlight them. So today I'm highlighting a comment from Maureen Sharkey on the episode, How to Thrive as a Highly Sensitive Person. I learned so much about myself just now listening to you. If only I'd had this epiphany a half a century ago, it would have improved my life by just realizing I'm a highly sensitive person. And I'm sitting here thinking I'm okay with being sensitive. I like being a deep thinker and prefer it over the insensitive people I've come across who irritate me because they're not. I love the shady side of the street and the seat under an umbrella at a cafe. I'm an artist by profession and essence, so I guess this explains that as well. You're such a lovely speaker and woman and spirit. Thanks for being you. Well, Maureen, thanks for being you and thanks for being here. I really appreciate you and all of you who hang out with me on this channel all the time. So thank you. All right, let's move into today's content. We're talking about emotional validation and emotional invalidation. Now, again, let's establish what is emotional invalidation, right? This is when someone invalidates the way that you feel. And there's so many different ways that we can do this. So let's get clear about what validation is. Validation, this doesn't necessarily mean that you agree with the other person's, let's say, subjective reality, right? Validation simply allows the other person, like this emotional space, to exist, that their feelings exist. And when we're invalidating someone for all the many reasons that I'm going to get into in this episode, because it's not all like nefarious and mean reasons. It's not like that at all. Most of the time, for most of you, I would say the intention of you or the other person is not to invalidate. It's to uplift. It's to help. It's you want the person to feel better.
Where are you on the emotional invalidation spectrum? These are not questions that are typical. We don't ask these questions when we first date somebody or meet somebody. Where are you on the emotional validation spectrum? Nobody is always at the top. Nobody's at the top of it. Everybody can learn a little more how to do it better, how to be more present, how to listen actively, how not to interrupt, how to use I language instead of you language. How? Where are you on the safe space spectrum? Right? We live in a society today where women are demanding it. I need to be in a safe space in order to be soft so you can see my true femininity. Okay, but many women think it's a unidirectional street. It's a bidirectional street. A man needs to be made to feel safe too, so he can open up and be vulnerable as well. It's bidirectionality. Some people just feel like they're supposed to receive and not give. Man, we got a lot of work to do. Let me get my caller in here, Truemonger. He's been on the longest. Let's get him in here.
Yes, sir.
True Meezy.
Oh boy.
Boy, that means you like the show.
I can speaking for myself as far as the integrity spectrum goes. I'm far from the bottom. Still striving to do my best to get to the top of it. It's always a work in progress. As long as I'm not regressing, I'm good. If I do regress, I'll pump my own brakes and see what's going on with myself and try to correct it, get back on course. Think it's a lack of spiritual maturity if people like being on the low end of that. Like you were talking about earlier today, about the drama with Kendrick and J. Cole, and people being all into it. I'm like,
wait, stay right there, because I want you to talk about that. When we come forward, we're going back to Dallas, Texas. More from the VOR.
Hey, just think, if brothers decide to retaliate and try to keep me from running up, I never tell you to get down. It's all about coming up. So what they do, go and ban the AK. My gun wasn't registered any way, so you better duck away, run and hide out. When I'm rolling real slow and the lights out, cause I'm about to get with the program, shooting out the window of a drop top pro-ham. Well, I'm shooting, let's see who drops. The police, the media, and suckers that whip pop, and other suckers that say they Tupac. Put them overseas, they be begging to come back. They say we promote gangs and drugs. You wanna sweep a brother like me up under the rug? Kicking rhymes called street knowledge. Why more brothers in the pen than in college?
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Trey Thomas. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. A new JAMA Network Open study shows that pregnant women are often ignored, shouted at, and mistreated during childbirth. 13% of the women who complained were Black, Middle Eastern, and Asian. A Black judge in Memphis, Tennessee is on her way to rehab after pleading guilty to harassment and suspended from the bench because of substance abuse issues. Melissa Boyd is a former criminal court judge. The mayor and D.C. Fire Department are recognizing a Black daycare owner and her staff for their quick thinking the day an explosion leveled part of a neighborhood block while children were inside their facility. That's the latest. I'm Trey Thomas on your home for 24/7 news, the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
What does it take to take on Alzheimer's? Courage to learn the facts and know the signs, and confidence to talk to your healthcare provider about screening and early detection. Find out how you can take on Alzheimer's at takeonalz.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Hi, I'm Tavis Smiley.
And I'm Compton Mayor Emma Sharif.
You have no doubt been hearing promos and expert conversations on our various weekday shows and downloading details at KBLA1580.com about our climate justice campaign, which is now in full effect.
The city of Compton is pleased to partner with KBLA Talk 1580 to celebrate Earth Day 2024 as we serve, share, and help our city shine.
And KBLA Talk 1580 is just as excited to join the city of Compton as we broadcast live and bring our KBLA delegation with us to help clean and beautify our community, and you are invited to join us.
Come meet us on Saturday, April the 20th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at 212 West Cypress Street in Compton as we fan out to clean up our city.
The first 50 KBLA listeners to hit our website at KBLA1580.com will receive a free KBLA tee when you join us on Saturday morning, April 20th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at 212 West Cypress Street in Compton. Now, no show, no shirt, but sign up at KBLA1580.com right now to help us clean up Compton as part of Earth Day 2024.
We will see you on Saturday, April the 20th, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at 212 West Cypress Street in the city of Compton to do our part for Earth Day 2024.
We are KBLA Talk 1580, caring about the climate, caring about the community, cleaning up Compton.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Stay Housed LA has the resources you need to know your rights and the legal support to back them up. The COVID-19 pandemic has cost people their jobs and livelihoods. This has left an estimated 1/3 of households not being able to make rent and facing losing their homes. This is a fear no one in our community should have to face. You have rights, though, and Stay Housed LA is here to help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between the County of Los Angeles, the City of Los Angeles, and local community and legal service providers. Together, they provide tenants with the information and support needed to exercise their rights so they can remain safely in their homes. Find out more about your rights by participating in a virtual tenant workshop. Get the legal assistance you need. Find additional resources in Los Angeles County and the City of Los Angeles. Stay connected to Stay Housed LA County for updates. This and more at stayhousedla.org. Stay connected to Stay Housed LA for updates. This and more at stayhousedla.org. That's stayhousedla.org. Or call their hotline at 213-694-0040. We've got your black with a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Helping to broaden your political and moral imagination with our 2024 climate justice campaign. We're KBLA Talk 1580.
Heard the catchphrase that's sweeping the nation?
Jackson, Hugh, yeah.
People are saying Jackson Hugh yeah to Jackson Hewitt because they love saving money on tax prep. Do you love saving money? Then switch to Jackson Hewitt today and pay less than last year. Thousands of people have already made the switch. Why haven't you? Stop waiting and start filing. You won't get a better deal or a better catchphrase. All together now.
Jackson Hugh, yeah!
Proof of prior year payment required when filing. New clients only at participating locations through April 7th. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking. Now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hi, I'm Tommy Spots, and I want to thank you for watching my video today on integrity and relationships. Now, my guess is that if you've been in a relationship for any amount of time, that you've dealt with integrity as an issue. Today, by the end of our video, you'll have 3 strategies that you can work on and think through when it comes to integrity and your relationships. For the best relationship advice, I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you can be notified every Tuesday when a new video drops. More often than not, people come into my office wanting answers to relationship issues. And I'll tell you, most of the relationship issues begin with trust, which is built on integrity. That's why I want to share this with you today, and I hope that you'll find it great encouragement. Okay, let's get started. I want to give you a definition of integrity as we begin. You've probably heard it said that who you are is defined as character, and who other people think you are is defined as your reputation. Your character is so important because that is what establishes your integrity, whether you have integrity or not. Now, integrity is not just doing what you say you will do. Imagine if I went to my daughter's 3rd grade teacher and I told you before I went, I said, look, when I go to my daughter's 3rd grade teacher today, I'm gonna go into her room, I'm gonna body slam her, and I'm gonna break her leg. Right? So I go into her classroom, body slam her, break her leg. Right? Does that make me a person of integrity because I did what I said I was going to do? Not at all. Right? Because integrity is not just doing what you say you'll do. Integrity
okay, bring
has
this back. I didn't
to do
like
with-
his analogy. It was a good analogy. It was logically sound, but geez. Ladies and gentlemen, the VOR is back in the building. We're talking about the integrity spectrum, exploring the continuum of human excellence. I'm basically saying, man, all of our best qualities, man, are on a spectrum. And none of us have reached our full potential, even when we're at our greatest point or highest point. We still have another level to get to, right? So that means we don't have time to judge. We should never put ourselves in a position to think that we can judge others, because we really can't. Why? Because self-work is perpetual. It is unending. So none of us should have the space or the capacity to be able to tear somebody else down. It's really that simple. Truemonger was on the line. Let's get Truemonger because he was about to get busy. Get in here, Truemonger.
Yes, sir. You're speaking on Kendrick and J. Cole and how people were talking about, oh, he's soft for apologizing or whatnot. I'm like, nah, that's actually the opposite.
It's integrity.
Yeah, he put out a response, but he admitted it didn't feel right, and he apologized for it. He did it, but the thing is, it takes integrity to admit when you're wrong and own up to it. And he apologized. He didn't have to apologize in a public forum, but he did. He could call Kendrick and say, I was wrong for this. This didn't feel right to me, and just kept it private. But now he put it out there. And of course, people on the low end of the spectrum are going to be like, oh, he's soft. What are you apologizing for? Well, it's rap. I mean, maybe it might look like just rap to you, but maybe to him it was something more.
Wow.
Because most folks know each other. We on the outside looking in. But they want to pass judgment as if they know them. Right. Like, you don't know them. Because if you in this situation, you probably apologize too if it didn't feel right.
And true, you hitting on something big. Most people are entertainment narcissists. The supply comes from the drama. So we act just like narcissists when it comes to drama through social media. So we're like, you know, it's funny, right? We're like narcissists in that sense that we want this constant supply of strife between brothers. And we don't even know what it's supposed to look like when a man of integrity steps up and says, you know what? I felt pressured to do that. And that's my brother. And I mean him no offense. And I withdraw my battle. I get that. Go ahead, True.
Yeah, because most people are addicted to it like a drug. But let me say this correctly, so I don't want to end up cussing. If people would focus more on their self-work, their self-empathy, their integrity, instead of their distractions, we probably wouldn't have half the problems we have with ourselves in our relationships. But now we want to focus all that energy into the drama and BS. And people wonder what's wrong. And people have the nerve to wonder what's wrong.
True. Let me ask you this. Imagine if regular folk are on the human excellence spectrum. Imagine what narcissists are on. You get spiritual bypassing. You get spiritual narcissists. You get covert narcissists. Imagine what spectrum they're on. You get performative empathy. You get writing and text strategies. You get all types of manipulation tactics. That's on an even lower spectrum. Talk to me, brother.
To me, that means their energy is focused on the wrong. They have the wrong type of energy. That type of energy, to me, comes with bad intentions.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
If you really got integrity about yourself, you don't go into anything with bad intentions unless it's like self-defense. Even then, your intentions are good because you're trying to protect yourself. But to me, that's just some BS energy that they're on. And people have been conditioned to think that mess is cool when it's really not, because there's consequences for it. But people try to hide that part of it. They try to deny that part of it and act like that stuff doesn't happen. That's the part they try to keep in the dark. They're like, no, your consequences for your foolishness is going to come out at some point.
It is.
And you're gonna get mad and sad when people judge you for it. I'm like, how you gonna get mad about it when you were doing the same thing 5 minutes ago?
That's right. That's right.
So if you ain't trying to do that, if you don't want it done to you, conduct yourself accordingly.
Yes, sir. Hey, Truemonger, guess what you just did?
This is Broad Dallas in the building.
Dallas, Texas is in the building. We got one more big city from Texas, and then we going to the Big Island, Hawaii, when I come forward. More from the VOR callers.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
We ask seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well-trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your Senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
I'm going out with the girls this weekend. Nails done, outfit stunner, and my skin, I know it's going to be glowing because I glammed up my shower routine with new Olay Indulgent Moisture Body Wash. It smells so luxurious and moisturizes deep into my skin with its super rich, creamy lather that's bursting with vitamin B3. So my skin glows and my confidence grows. Try new Olay Indulgent Moisture Body Wash for glowing skin in just 14 days.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 believes in community empowerment through the arts. Tia Chucha Central Cultural is on a mission to transform community in the Northeast San Fernando Valley and beyond through ancestral knowledge, the arts, literacy, and creative engagement. The Northeast San Fernando Valley has a population of about 500,000, the size of the city of Oakland, yet it has no bookstores, art galleries, or full-fledged cultural spaces until Tia Chuchas opened its doors in 2001. Founded by renowned poet and activist Luis Rodriguez, Tia Chuchas Cultural Center provides a year-round free or low-cost arts and literacy bilingual intergenerational programming in mural painting, music, dance, writing, visual arts, healing art sessions, and healing talking circles. Activities also include Mexica, Aztec dance, indigenous cosmology, philosophy, and 2 weekly open mic nights, one in Spanish, the other in English. In addition, they host author readings, film screenings, and art exhibits. To express yourself, heal yourself, attend an event, or volunteer, please visit www.tiachucha.org. That's TIACHUCHA.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Ladies and gentlemen, the VOR is back in the building. I hope you guys have been enjoying my playlist. As you know, my playlist is my co-host. And that first track we played earlier today, Mystery Lady by Masego and Don Tolliver. That's a great record. Kick Push, Lupe Fiasco, everybody know that. Marvin's Groove by Stro Elliott. Laugh Now, Cry Later, Drake and Lil Durk. That Bilal record is called Sometimes. And of course, that was The Light. But I got to hear this next one. Come on.
Yeah, you pronounce my name, Marley. Any questions? I bring many blessings with my man High Tech, and he from the Natty. We make the sky crack, feel the fly track. Get your hands up like a hijack, fists in the air for Marley. Keep them there like natural mystic or smoke when the
Ladies and gentlemen, on complete fire. Hey, what a way to end the night. Let's get our callers up in here. We got Attila from Houston, Texas. Attila from H-Town. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Yo. Okay, so real quick, I wanted to ask you what you think about the connection between integrity and our attachment style. I'm curious to know, because I kind of draw in my mind, I'm drawing a parallel between our attachment styles and the integrity that our caregivers lacked.
So according to the book Attached, people with those dismissive, avoidant types, in particular dismissive avoidance, but people with those types of attachment styles, I wouldn't say fearful avoidant, but I would definitely say dismissive avoidant. According to the book called Attached, they're trying to link their behaviors, with covert narcissism. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, again, if you're moving to protect a childhood wound, that means you're not moving in integrity in the relationship. If you're moving in a clandestine way or strategic way, right, then that means you're not moving in integrity. Now, I wouldn't say that all dismissive avoidants are narcissistic or have, narcissistic traits. Typically, someone who is dismissive avoidant, of course, wasn't given the emotional freedom to express their authentic emotions, whether they were good or bad, especially the negative emotions. So they had to shut down and close off, and then independence became something that gave them more comfort than intimacy. But I wouldn't say that particular attachment style would hinder their integrity unless they felt like their freedoms were being encroached upon. What are your thoughts?
Yes, I would say I agree. I think that when you're talking about the reasons why people lie, you mentioned earlier with Reggie that it's about abandonment for you. I mean, I think for someone who is avoidant, it would be the fear of being smothered, if you will, or losing a sense of identity. So I don't know how that works for fearful. I don't know. That's tough because
fearful has two wounds.
Yeah, we have both.
Yeah, they've got the.
I say we because I know about that. I know about that a little bit too much.
Yes.
But I mean, I think it really first depends on who we're with. If we're with someone who's more anxious, preoccupied, then that's gonna make us lean avoidant, essentially.
Right.
So, but again, I still feel like part of that integrity piece, though, is the idea of you lying to yourself. Like, if I'm lying to myself, telling myself that this person is getting too close to me, when really it's just me afraid of my own inner work, then I mean that's the lacking integrity right there. And it makes sense because you didn't see your parents do their own inner work. Because had they done their inner work, you wouldn't have that fear of the closeness. In the same way where if you're leaning more anxious because you're with someone who's avoidant, same difference, right?
I love it. This good stuff. Attila, guess what you just did?
I brought Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas is in the building. Let's get over to the Big Island. This is our final caller of the night, John, Mountain View. Get in here.
Greetings and blessings, Zoe and chat. Great subject. The spectrum. Wow. But few words. It reminds me of Dr. Alan Berger. Only the best of you can see the worst of you.
Ooh. Keep going.
I mean, granted, yes, like being someone who has just picked up the weights of life, or better yet, just weights, period. You want to get healthy. Everybody's not on the same spectrum. There are some people who can get in the gym and it's just a natural thing, and other people who got to get lots of instructions to get to work. And some of us who just get into the work, where, again, we probably will injure ourselves while doing so, learn the lessons, and move on.
Right.
All of that is important for your progression.
Right.
So quit looking at other people to try and control theirs.
I love that, brother.
You're not in control of anything. If God is the greatest designer of all of this stuff that goes on in our lives, why did you tell him I got the wheel? Only the best of you can see the worst of you. And when you see the worst of yourself, you'll finally sympathize with yourself and actually become your own project.
Ooh, I love it. Hey, I love it. John, guess what you just did, man?
Salute to all. Mountain View is in the house.
We love you, brother. Mountain View in the building. Again, we start the conversations. It's up to you to finish them. At the heart of the integrity spectrum lies a fundamental question. Can the highest human qualities truly be encapsulated on a spectrum? This query not only challenges our understanding of integrity, but also prompts us to reevaluate the intricate interplay between virtue and vice that define the human experience. As we embark upon, this intellectual journey, we are confronted with a myriad of thought-provoking questions that unravel the essence of human excellence and moral integrity. Nobody has mastered morality. No one has mastered all of the amazing things that make us special, that make us unique, that make us beautiful to other people. We haven't mastered it. It's not on call, right? But it is on purpose. We want to keep it, we develop it, we nurture it. We want to share it, we continue to develop it and nurture it. So many people forget, man, that it is important to nurture our relationship with self. No one's going to be able to step in and make it all right for you while you sit there unassembled. You got to put those wounds back together. And you have to use a spiritual lacquer adhesive that will hold them together. And that spiritual lacquer can't be resentment, can't be revenge, right? Can't be entitlement, can't be fear, can't be ego. It has to be based in self-love, self-approval, self-acknowledgement, gratitude, thankfulness. Many of us will twist our lips up when we claim to have what we want and complain about what we left. Did you hear me? How do you have the energy to complain about what you left when you got what you said you wanted? Maybe getting what you said you wanted wasn't as fulfilling. Which leads you back to that lesson again. Come on now. Hey, I started the conversation. You finish it. You know who's next. Tavis Smiley is on the 9s. He starts at 9 a.m. and closes it out at 9 p.m. We appreciate everybody. Thank you for tapping in. Zoe Williams, Voice of Reason. See you tomorrow.
I don't want to take no time to write this down. I want to tell you how I feel right now. Hey, tomorrow may never come. For you or me, life is not promised.